What's up guys, MyGM here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 2 of my Timberwolves rebuild on the PS4. So coming in real quick, the first thing that we're going to be doing is resigning some coaches. After all, this is an off-season video, and something that's really important for when you're simming games during a season is to have a good coaching staff, because they really determine how your team plays during those sim games. So for those of you who have a really good team and a really good roster and you're wondering why you're not winning games, you may want to take a look at your staff, because that may be the reasoning behind it. So you see, I'm just kind of re-signing some players, some of which I actually signed some coaches and stuff that have bad badges, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I basically just signed the best coach I could find, even though there was a few out there that had some badges that hurt me. But here's something I wanted to show you that I thought was kind of funny. This guy got the award, or one of his badges is that he's a former player. And if you look closely at the guy, his name is Elijah Nelson. And just to point it out, he is Asian, and I don't recognize this guy ever being a former player in the league. So maybe one of you guys can correct me, but I'm pretty sure 2K threw some cheese my way, and they try to pretend like this guy's a former player or something when I'm pretty sure he's not. So whatever, that's just on a whole different side note. But then right here, we're going into the pre-draft workouts. We're going to take a look at just kind of the group of guys that we can try to draft that can kind of turn this franchise around. Now, I got to thank you guys, because I asked for some comments and some support on who you think I should draft, and I probably got about 15 to 20 comments just telling me who you think I should draft. So I really put those into consideration, and a lot of you guys really pointed me in the right direction. I probably would have made some mistakes in this draft. I paid close attention afterwards. I would have made some mistakes in this draft if it weren't for you guys paying more attention than me. So I need to thank you guys for that. Now, right now since I'm doing the pre-draft workouts, I basically just pick the top 10 guys that I wanted to draft and put them in there. Now, realistically, this doesn't mean much. I already know what these guys' attributes are, so what they do in their pre-draft workout isn't a big surprise to me. But for those of you who are interested in how people perform, statistically when it comes to vertical and all that stuff, this is what you want to see. You can see, like I assume, J.J. Wilcox is just an absolute top-notch player. He's leading everybody in sprints and in vertical, and that's not really a surprise, I think, to any of us, because the reason we want him, or the reason I want him especially, is because this dude is unbelievably athletic. So there's no denying that if I have the opportunity with my number 2 pick in the draft, J.J. Wilcox is the guy I'm going to pick up. So hopefully he'll still be there. For the number 3 pick, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go. For the number 3 pick, I basically just put your guys' comments in consideration, and if it weren't for your guys' comments, I probably wouldn't have looked at this player at number 3. So let's get into this draft. So Adam Silver's going to do his little introduction. I'm not going to make you guys sit through that thing, because his introduction really does feel like a long time, because he's such a monotone speaker in this game, so it really just bores the heck out of you. So don't worry, guys. I'm not going to bore you with his little introduction. What I'm most concerned about is I want to see who the Suns pick up with the first overall pick, and hopefully it's not J.J. Wilcox, and hopefully it's not anybody big. And I'm not going to surprise you guys, or I actually didn't even know who I was going to get at number 3. All I can hope is that they don't get J.J. Wilcox. So let's hear who they get.
In the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Paul Alexander from The Ohio State University.
So there we go, guys. They decided to get Paul Alexander out of Ohio State. So for those of you who want to see Paul Alexander drafted onto the team, I'm sorry. He was picked number 1. There really wasn't much we could have done about it. But the good news is we still have a super deep draft class. So everybody you want to get at 2nd and 3rd, especially J.J. Wilcox, is still there. So I'm really excited to actually hop in this. I think J.J. Wilcox really, I'm not even lying here, he could be the future of this league. I can just tell by the way he plays. And the dude's got just such an immense athletic ability. So I need something like that on this team, a guy who can just revolutionize this whole entire team, because we gotta go all in on these rebuild franchises. We just gotta hope that a player can transform into just one of those really big players. So right here you see me looking at this Nelson Finley. Don't think much about it. I basically just looked at him because my coaches were telling me to take a quick look at him. I just wanted to see if he was a player that I maybe should pick at 3, but he wasn't. He's not extremely good. Although he's a good player, he's not extremely good. And so basically now I just organize all this, scroll down to J.J. Wilcox. Let's draft him, and let's hear Adam Silver call his name.
The 2nd pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select J.J. Wilcox from the University of Kentucky.
There we go, guys. 2nd overall pick. The Timberwolves select J.J. Wilcox, the point guard out of Kentucky. So I'm super excited to see what this guy can bring to the table. I really think he can be a big impact on this team. So I'm really excited to see what he can do. So right here, I'm just looking at what my coaches and all those guys are telling me to draft. None of them, I don't think any of them told me to draft the guy I actually want to get. And at this time, I didn't know who I was going to get. I'll be completely honest, because it was really tough just trying to figure this out, because this was a really deep draft class, and I have no idea why this was the case. But there was like 15 players that were 77 plus overall, so all these guys would be good starters in the league. But then I look at Murray Cardinal. I noticed that this guy is a beast when it comes to shooting. And then this is like the first time I looked in depth at Cardinal. This guy's a beast shooter, good at driving the lane, basically good at everything. So Cardinal is just a monster, and this guy really is like, he could be an elite scorer in the league, especially with a 7'4" wingspan. So we got to go with Cardinal, guys.
With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Murray Cardinal from Indiana University.
There we go, guys. Cardinals added on to the team. Then a little bit later, the Denver Nuggets sent us a trade because they want to trade away their 6th overall pick. They asked for Shabazz Muhammad and Thaddeus Young. That's something I'm going to gladly agree with. Now, I'm going to explain the reasoning behind that trade in just a second. But we want to look at this guy, Frederick Cross, and let's listen to Adam Silver call his name.
With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Frederick Cross from...
All right, guys. Now we got one more trade, and I got to talk about this one. They're trading us their 10th overall pick for Pekovic and our 30th overall pick. Now, it's understandable that a lot of you guys are confused why I would trade away Pekovic, and the reason behind this guy's getting a little bit older, and I found a young center in the draft that has an A+ potential, so I figured I'd go through this trade, get myself that young center, and get myself Adrian Payne through this trade, and then see how big of an impact that guy can make. So here's a quick look at that guy when we get in there. His name is Clint Kirkland. We're going to draft him, so let's hear his name get called.
With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Clint Kirkland from the University of Connecticut.
So there we go, guys. Clint Kirkland is now added. So that's all the trades we're going to be doing. Don't freak out, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to do more. So the reasoning, you guys may be thinking, like, why would I trade away Pekovic? Now, a big reason was to get that young potential player. But also, in the free agency coming up, we got guys like Al Jefferson, Marc Gasol, and just those two centers are guys I'm going to be looking at trying to get. Marc Gasol especially is a guy I want to get in free agency. So we should have a lot of money. We should try to sign him, and we'll see if that's able to happen. But there we go, guys. We get rid of Pekovic. We may even make a bigger addition at center, and we got a high potential center in the draft. So I think everything came together great right there. Also, we got rid of Pekovic's contract, which gives us enough money to sign a guy like Gasol. So I really think we made really good moves in that draft. So not only did we get good guys, but we also released salary cap. So we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's just hopping in this free agency. Let's see what we can do there. So when you hop in, you see we got Marc Gasol, Paul Millsap, Al Jefferson, Rudy Gay, Monte Ellis, just a long list of incredible players. So we're going to send Marc Gasol a maxed out 4-year contract. Now, right there, we had to release a player, but we're going to come right back. We're going to send him another maxed out contract. So let's see what happens. We're going to go here. We're going to advance through the first day. We get no response. Advance through the second day, and Marc Gasol has signed. So there we go, guys. Marc Gasol is our new center. This should be a dominant team coming into the league, filled with youth, filled with athleticism, and then we have Marc Gasol to just bring it all together with his veteranship and his ability to crash the rebounds and all that great stuff. So I'm really excited to see how this all pans out. So if you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and what I could do to make it more interesting. Also, make sure to share this with your friends so we can get as much support in the series as possible. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other ones I got going on. So now we're just going to take a quick look at the game plan. I'll show you guys who we're going to be playing next, Dallas Mavericks. Make sure to stay tuned for that one, guys. Thank you for watching, and peace out.